Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are watching this. Welcome to another edition of Up the Reds TV with me. This is the pre-match to Brighton in the league game that we've got with them. Yeah, we play them tomorrow at Anfield, and after we'd beaten them in the Carabao Cup midweek. So let's get to it. We've reached November. It's the fixtures in November are really, well, I wouldn't say horrendous, but they are top notch. We've got another stupid international break in between, but it is what it is. We have to put up with this shite as supporters, as football clubs, with these stupid international breaks. Just getting on to the midweek game, which I did the post-match for. I did say that I didn't know who our opponents were going to be. We're back down on the south coast again, this time up the road away to Southampton, and I believe the game is going to be played week commencing the 16th of December. So another fixture to be fitted in before the Christmas period. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's get to it. Arne's press conference. First question asked about injuries. Obviously, no Jota, no Ali. Same old. No Harvey. They'll all be back after the international break, but I'm not so sure when after the international break, because it could be straight after, it could be a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from when the lads are back. We just don't know. So Arnie wasn't that specific. He just said, look, after the international break. Asked about Chiesa. Again, he reiterated, his fitness, but he did also say that, look, he won't be going on international duty with Italy. He will be doing some work in the international break at the AXA training ground, which bodes well, but we'll just have to wait and see how that pans out for him and us. Asked a question about contracts again. He was saying that Virgil has spoken about his, or the journal said that Virgil had spoken about his, and he said that the talks had started. So and just have to wait and see. So he was asked, when does it become a distraction for you, Arne? And he said, I have no problem. The problem would be if the players weren't playing well, and he's had no issue with the players at all 3 players. So he has no concerns about that. He said there are ongoing talks, which is probably the first time he's mentioned that. He's always batted it away. He said, look, it's not my problem. They're playing well for the team. They're in the team. And he just said, look, the only problem is that if there was a problem, if the players didn't play well. So that was that for that one there. So again, he was asked about Kwanzaa Jurel, about his performance, and about him being taken off on the 89th minute. I don't want to read much into that, but it was a stupid question by a stupid journalist. But he answered it by saying, look, he played really well. He was just unlucky in some of the things that he'd done in the game, and couldn't do anything about the goal. Mentioned about the block that he made. didn't really mention the mistake that he made that led to the goal, the first goal of Brighton's. But he said, look, he's my player, he's here to stay, he's learning as he's going along, and he'll be a great asset to the team. Kwanzaa will be in against Southampton in December, mark my words, unless one of the two centre-halves gets injured, but he will definitely be in that lineup for sure, because he's a young lad, he's learning his trade. So I'm quite happy with that, but as I did mention midweek, I wasn't happy with the amount of stick he was getting online on the socials. So yeah, he's got big faith in him. He's quite happy with him. If Arne's happy with him, I'm happy with him, because I don't do the training, I don't see him, neither do you guys. So we don't see him train day in, day out. We don't see what goes on in the background, but yeah, it'll be fine. Asked about Robbo and Simicast, the left back berth. Is that a concern for him? With them alternating, whatever, and he irritated again. Look, Robbo is came back from the Euros injured. He was a couple of weeks behind, or a week behind. We had to get him up to speed. He's happy that he's played against Arsenal and Brighton, 2 games on the run, so he's got 180 minutes under his belt without being substituted. So he doesn't have a problem with that, but he doesn't also have a problem with Simicast coming in and doing a job. So but Simicast is up to speed because he's had a good pre-season. So yeah, so that basically was it. And then was asked about the the team in general, about Brighton, and he said, look, they've got a good coach. He was asked, did it make any difference that he'd already played them midweek, and he went, no. He said, but we'll analyse the game. We'll analyse the games with the players that they will start with. Don't forget they had, was it 7 or 8 players, different players to the normal starting lineup. I know they've got injuries as well, but it'll be a different outfit. Likewise, so will our team be different from Wednesday. So it's an interesting one. Tell me about your thoughts on it. Who would you start in goals, Kelleher or Yaros? 2 good keepers. I was really, really impressed with Yaros midweek. I thought the saves coming out for the crosses, his foot distribution, right foot and left foot, were absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it's I'd have either or, but I'll put Kelleher back in there for just to give you my opinion on that. I'll just can go in there. Right back, Trent will come back in. Obviously Ibu and Verge, and here's the one for me. I'll be surprised if Robbo starts. I think Simicast will start against them. So yeah, midfield, Ryan, Gravenberg, Slobosly and Maka. So that'll be the 3 up front. Louis Diaz, obviously Darwin and Mo. Cody's a bit unlucky, I would say. I thought he did okay in that game, well, more than okay. He was close to being my man of the match with the goal, 2 goals, and the defensive side of his work that he did. But yeah, it's just one of those. And obviously, kids will be on the bench with Curtis Jones, Gakpo or Diaz, whatever. So yeah, it'll be an interesting game. I'm not going. I said to you that I was hoping to go, but I'm not going. I've managed to secure a ticket for the following week, which is the Villa game, which is an 8 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday night. So I think there'll be plenty of tickets going for that game, because it's the evening kickoff as well. So yeah, and obviously there's the Leverkusen game that's on Tuesday. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. Okay, give me your thoughts, guys. Tell me, who do you think should be starting? Who should get ahead of any other player that's in the team? Give me a like on this video, please share it, and please subscribe to the channel, okay, and get your notification button on so you can see more of these videos. Okay, that's enough from me. I'll do a post-match tomorrow after the game at some point, and it'll probably be early evening by the time you get that. So yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, just to say, sorry, we'll win as well. Okay, so we'll take the 3 points because obviously the early game is Newcastle Arsenal, I believe. So it should give us some impetus to go out and put a good performance on and get a result. There will be goals in this. We've still only conceded 5 goals, but both teams will score, and I'm going for a 3-1, 3-2 win for Liverpool. Okay, enjoy your Friday evening. If you're having a drink and having a takeaway or whatever, enjoy, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Up the Reds.